Hello, hello, hello. It is time for a summer bag. I'm here with Pentart today. I'm Teresa Rene Art, and I am broadcasting on the Pentart main page over on Facebook. And I believe in a few days this will also be on YouTube. Make sure to let me know when you jump on and say hello. Hope you guys are doing well on this Thursday. I'm usually live on Tuesday with Pentart, but today I had to shift my schedule around. So I'm here with you today on Thursday, June 29th. It is 12 o'clock here in the United States. I know it's a little bit later over in Europe, probably around dinner time. So hopefully you can come on, join us for the hour. Make sure to say hello when you come on so that I know you're here. If you do watch the replay, make sure to type in hashtag replay so our friends at Pentart know that you joined us. So if you don't know me, I'm Teresa with Teresa Rene Art. I'm the owner of Decoupage Queen in the United States and also the Royal Court Arts and Crafts. Can everybody hear me okay? Would you just let me know in the comments if you're here and if you can hear me? Hi, Jill. Hi, Rima. Hello, Roja. How are you guys doing? Let me know what you're up to on this Thursday. Today, we're going to use some of the new batik paints, some of these beautiful, beautiful colors. We're actually going to do another bag. We did a bag. It was either last time or the time before. We did a pretty floral spring bag. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. Hello, we're going to do a bolder color pop type of thing. Hey, Erzsébet, nice to see you. Hi, Martin. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for joining and committing to the hour with me today. Hopefully you can stay the whole time. I have some fun things to show you. I played around with these a little bit already. Hello, Juliana. Hello. Thank you. Welcome. Come on in. Make sure to get yourself comfortable and let's just have a little bit of fun with some of these products. We're going to do something a little bit different. Very easy project that you can definitely do at home. Hello, Colleen. Okay, so to give you guys, if you're in the US, you are probably waiting for these products. I just got word that they are shipping, and so our retailers in the US should have them soon. Also in Canada, hopefully we will have these available to you guys very soon. I just got word from Pentart that our stock is on its way. Hello, Miriam. So let me turn my camera down. We only have an hour, so we have to kind of jump right to it, you guys. So I'm going to turn my camera down. I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. Excuse me. My voice is cracking a little bit. I'm going to take a sip of my water. So we're going to do a bag, and this is the same. If you watched my live, Pentart actually shared a picture of it a few days ago. If you watched my live last time, this is the same bag that I used then, and I'm using, it's just a canvas bag. Here in the States, you can get this from Hobby Lobby for about $2.50. Same canvas bag. And yep, so I have taken the opportunity to kind of draw a template of where I'm going to be placing some things, and I'm not going to reveal the whole project to you right away. You kind of need to stick around and watch it unfold. But basically what we're going to be doing, and I did something similar on my own page in a live a few weeks ago. So if you follow me, this may look a little bit familiar to you, but we're going to be doing a color pop bag. So like blocks of color with some very fun pop art type papers and some very bright, vibrant fabric paints. So in addition to the fabric paints. I've also done this ahead of time. I've used a little bit of masking medium to draw just a couple patterns, not everywhere, but to draw a couple little things on the bag just to add some interest. And I did this yesterday. This masking product needs 24 hours to dry. So I did do it yesterday, and when I lay the color down, you will be able to see the masked effect of what I drew. So I won't tell you what or where yet. You'll just have to wait to find out. So we're going to reveal this one slowly as we go. Let's see. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get some of my color. I'm not going to be doing all of the blocks with color because there are 3 blocks that I've set aside for some decoupage. So we're going to be decoupaging here, here, and here. And then in the rest of the spots, we're going to be doing some color block. So let me know what you think about this, guys. So have you played around? If you have the batik paints, have you played around with them yet? If you don't, will you be getting them? Just curious what everybody's thoughts are. I know we have had quite a few lives here with the paints to kind of demonstrate. So in general, you want to mist with a little bit of water, not much, just a little bit, the spots that you're going to be coloring. And so I just poured a little bit in a cup, and I'm going to be just painting with it, really. So see how vibrant. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab a plastic because I don't want this to seep through the other side. So see how vibrant that color goes on. It will spread a little bit, and that is why I'm doing the decoupage after, so that I don't end up with a little bit of a mess over my decoupage. But look how vibrant. Well, Jill, you can definitely answer. And I'm using, this is the orange. I'm using it straight from the bottle. I did not mix it with anything, but we do have a lightener that you can use, which I'll show you in a few minutes, to give yourself a couple of different options in terms of tones, color tones. But this one I've just used straight from the bottle. All right. And so I'm not revealing too much about what I'm going to do next or where or what. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. I don't want to show you too much in advance, you guys, because sometimes if you do, then you go, okay, well, I already know what she's going to do. And then you don't have any incentive to stay the whole time. So you got to stick around and bear with me. It is quite smooth going down, very smooth going down. And I did manage to get a pretty clean line, you guys. So this one, I did not use any masking gel. Hi, Dana. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And I did use a dry brush on here, which also kind of added to me being able to control my lines a little bit. And now I'm going to switch brushes, and I'm going to get a different cup here. I will switch to yellow. Actually, you know what? Let me switch to, yeah, I'm going to switch to yellow. I will switch to yellow. And this is another beautiful, very bright, vibrant color. And I might have to repeat some of these more than once. Let's come up here. Let's do yellow up here. I did do masking up here. So we're gonna, you'll be able to see how that masking works out. So I drew some hearts on this one. And I think the masking, when I wash this, I think the masking will be a little bit more evident after it's washed. Let's see. But you can sort of start to see the outline of the heart where it's resisting absorbing the paint. So I just drew a couple little hearts. Whoop, don't want that. I just drew a couple little hearts with the masking gel before I started this one. You can also use the masking product through a stencil. And then you do need to let the masking product dry completely for at least 24 hours before adding color to the top of it. Okay, so here I have a couple little hearts there that are masked off, and I'm pretty sure what will happen when I wash this, it will be a little bit more evident. Okay, so next up, I'm going to do a green color. Hello, Idilko. Yes, lots of practice. All right, so I'm actually going to mix kind of like a green color here right into this yellow. It's not going to take very much of the green at all. So it's sort of a lime color now. See, that's why I started with the yellow on this one. Let me mix. Actually, I think that's going to be the perfect green. I kind of like it just like that. So I'm going to take that one up here. Let's come up here with that lime green color just to show you how nicely those mix. And it didn't take much of that at all. And I made a beautiful lime green. On this one, the masking is a little bit more evident. So I did some hearts, and then I did XO, just a couple little fun sentiments. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors. So it is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, magenta, and then brown and black. So it's the whole rainbow. And then you can make your own colors from a blend of all of them. So the other thing you can do, we also have one that's called a lightener, so that you can lighten up the colors. I will show you the effects of that a little bit later. All right. So actually, and what I'll do, because I want to do a light blue, you guys. So I'm going to switch over to a light blue, and we're going to use the lightener for that. Obviously, assuming I can find my lightener, you guys. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. This is the medium. So this is the one that is a lightener. And basically the way you use this, you need a fair amount of the lightener. And then you're going to drop your color. And here we're going to mix up a light blue. So you're going to drop your color into the lightener to get a lighter version of the color you want. Let's see. So here I'm mixing up a fairly light blue color. Okay. I actually want that just a little bit lighter. So it didn't take much of the blue at all because the blue is a very strong pigment. It didn't take very much of that at all. All right, so I'm going to put that one down here. And I made a light blue shade by mixing the lightener with this very dark blue color. Okay. Okay. You can do ombre effects. So I have done a couple little ombre effects with it as well. Meaning where you sort of gradually go from dark to light. And basically what you would do there is you would mix, you know, you probably do about like some pure color, and then you would go like gradually to lighter, and then maybe a step in between, and then you do it that way. So this is kind of a very bright retro style color pop bag. And for those of you who watched my last live where I did this, I am going to be using a different paper than I used on that live. So here we have a little bit of bleed, but that's okay. It's no problem. All right, and now I'm going to be going to, let me clean this brush. And I think I'm going to do I want to do like a light purple. So actually, you know what? I'm going to mix. Do I have any light purple in here? Let's see. I do have a darker blue. Maybe I'll do more of a teal. I'm looking at my papers to see what kind of colors I have, and I don't have any pinks and purples in the color in those papers, so it might not work out so well. I do have a red, so I want to do a pretty strong block of red. Let me get a little bit of red into this cup. And I'm just using the pure red here. And I'll get another clean brush. I'm using clean brushes each time, guys, just because it's easier for me to control what I have on my brush by making sure that I'm using clean brushes. It goes on very smoothly. We have a little bit of bleed there, right where I touched the corners. No big deal. they like to flow together a little bit. So if you don't want that to happen, just don't get them so close. It is very strong color. You can use this for tie-dye. You can use it for painting like what I'm doing now. It does. It adds character for sure. I have been researching and looking at like different ways of tying pieces. I don't know if you guys saw one of the artists. I think it was Christina. I don't remember, but one of the artists on Pentart the other day did a napkin, which was really cool, where she folded it in a specified pattern to get a really unique effect. And it looked almost like, oh, you know, it looked like batik, right? So there is there's tons of different ways that you can fold your shirts and scarves and whatnot into unique patterns to get really interesting outcomes. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat this lime since I already have it right here. I'm going to repeat that right here. And then I might do the blue again over here. It's okay to repeat. They don't have to be unique each time. Okay. So I'm going to repeat the blue. And let me mix up a little bit more. Okay. I don't know if I can mask that or not. All right, so here's some more blue. It's a little bit slightly different tone because I didn't clean my brush. It's a little more on the aqua side, so it has a little bit of that green still in it. So we've got some more hearts masked out. So here you can really see the masking effect. Hi Blanche, hi Julie. All right. All right, so I'm going to be doing pretty soon. I'm going to be doing a demo with this product. I want to show. I think I'm going to do it on a YouTube. How to make your own dyed shabby chic ribbons using this product. So I did experiment with it quite a bit, and I had a really good result with silk ribbons. And so I just wanted to show you that real quickly. I am going to add one of my handmade silk ribbons to this. But let me move this off to the side for just a second. This reminds me, I don't know if you guys ever followed like United Colors of Benetton, but this definitely reminds me of that product line. Okay, so the other day ago, I made some beautiful silk ribbons using this product. It's like a 2 or 3 day process, you guys. These are very raw edge, very shabby chic. I made them in like 6 or 7 different colors. I'm going to be doing a video here pretty soon to show you how to make them. But if you want to be ready for that, when I do it, get yourself some silk, some plain white silk. You can use like a yard or a couple yards of it, and then you're going to rip it into strips. Okay, so I have a whole bag of ribbon already ready to go that I'm going to dye with these same batik colors. Okay, so be ready for that. But I am also, I did that ahead of time, and I also have one prepared here for my bag with some beautiful blue and orange colors. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. Julie, the product is Pentart's new batik paints. We do not have them yet in the United States, but they are on the way. I'm going to hit this pretty quickly with a dryer, but I also wanted to show you like the hearts with the masking gel. And I did do the masking gel last night, so it's working pretty well in some spots, but not everywhere. So it may not have been enough time for it to dry all the way. Let me hit this with a dryer. Excuse me, it's going to take probably, excuse me, about 24 hours for it to fully dry. But I was just trying to get it dry enough so that I could start my decoupage. All right, so now it's time for me to show you. Yes, you do need to wash the bag before you use the masking gel. Okay, so I'm going to show you the paper that I chose. So here's what I chose. This is a different paper. It's by Paper Designs. This is different than the one that I used before, but it is equally as cute. So this is what I have for my new ColourPop bag. And we're going to go ahead. We are going to use the decoupage, this product, the decoupage varnish and glue for textile. Let me make sure I have enough of it, like 3 or 4 different containers of it. So yes, to remove to something. Sorry, Rima, not following. All right, so, oops, excuse me. This is the, product that I'm going to be using to get my paper down. So let me get some of this on here, you guys. This is my go-to decoupage product for textile. I just find that it works the best for me. It is a good idea to prime your surface as well before you begin to decoupage with it, but I did not do that in this case. All right, so let me get that down. And I am going to go in with a contour liner, or the black decor pen. And I'm going to define these borders with a black decor pen. So I'm going to define all the outline areas with that product. Thank you, Jill, for sharing the exact steps. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jill made the cutest, she made some little onesies and some t-shirts and some other very beautiful decorative items. But the sky is really the limit. And I love that you can, you really have even, you've got 8 colors, but really you have so much more than that because of all the different combinations that you can do. See my green that I made and my blue and my other blue. It's just very, very, very versatile. Okay. All right. So you need to get a nice layer and make sure it's fully covered underneath. So it does need to be a very, not thick, but very well covered. Don't be skimpy with this stuff, you guys, when you're doing your decoupage. Get your corners really well. Your edges and your corners need to be down very well. All right, let's do, okay, so you do want to heat set it. After it's fully dry, you do need to heat set the batik on cotton setting for 5 minutes. And the good news is you also need to heat set your decoupage for at least 3 minutes. So you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with this project. And I wouldn't attempt to heat set it until tomorrow. Let's get this on here. So, and I took a pencil ahead of time, you guys, and I outlined my, what I was going to do. So, smooth out my wrinkles. Smooth out my wrinkles. There we go. Smooth out my wrinkles here. You did? How awesome. All right, make sure when you do heat set this, I have a Cricut machine, one of those Cricut heat presses, but you want to put something in between, some sort of layer. I have a Teflon mat that I use, and I'll show it to you, which is going to prevent your iron from sticking to your project, especially when heat setting it for that long. Something like this is a Teflon kind of heat proof thing, is a great idea. You can use a household iron. It doesn't have to be a special heat press. But I do like my Cricut one because it covers a large area at once. Okay. Go ahead and get that on there. Okay. Now, let's get that down. Okay. So now I'm going to come in over the top with my product and get that down as well. And this product also needs to dry before 24 hours before you attempt to heat set it as well. So it's a win-win. You only need one coat, you guys, of the decoupage glue for textile. You do not need more than one coat. All right. All right, so lots and lots and lots of fun. Yes, you can put it in the oven to heat set. You can certainly do that. I'm worried with my luck I will catch something on fire. So I have not attempted that yet. If you were to do it though, it is a very low setting and the instructions tell you the exact temperatures to use. Okay, so there's my bag for the most part completed. Let's take a look at, so what I did last time on my floral bag was I did add a really pretty piece of trim. So I am going to do the same thing this time. And I found one that I like. I like this one here. I like the blue, and that's kind of why I made this one down here, sort of this blue color. So we're going to use fabric medium to get this on here. And let me find it. Hold on, please. So, this is the product that I'm going to use to glue down my my trim. And look how pretty that's going to be, you guys. Look how pretty that'll be. All right, so let me grab some of this. This is the fabric medium. And I'm just going to paint that on. And then I'm going to lay my trim down on top of this. This can also act as a decoupage glue. So. All right. So let's get that on here and get that a good press so that that can start to adhere. We can always go back and re-glue anything that may come up. It's no big deal. Make sure I got enough on there to sort of stick it down. Okay, so that should hold me for now. And once it dries, if I need to come back with more, I can certainly come back with more. I'm going to give this a quick dry, and then we're going to start outlining some of our boxes with our 3D decor pen. Okay, so it's dry enough to where I can start working with my 3D decor pen. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do kind of like uneven dots all the way down, just to add a little bit of separation between the colors and the paper. So I'm not trying to draw a straight line across. I'm giving a little bit of extra squeeze in some areas so that it sort of looks like a dotted kind of line. And I do that because I know I'm not going to be able to make a straight line all the way across. So I do that to make my dots look intentional. And so this is a 3D pen, which will keep the 3D elements to it. It also just looks more kind of like a comic strip this way. You know, like comic strips always have a little bit of a border. It's also going to camouflage some of our bleed a little bit. Ideally, this should be like the last step that you do after it's completely dry. But I just think that that adds so much more like polish to it. And all these ladies are outlined anyway. So we could even come in and outline the bubble too. Like a real comic strip. So if we have a little bit of time left over, I might actually show you a couple of, we might actually mix a couple of our ribbons and some of our leftover color. All right, so, but yeah, very easy. This is the bag cost $2.50 at Hobby Lobby. So it's not a huge investment. The paper costs $3.49. The batiks, I'm not sure what the price is, but you know, we didn't use very much at all. All right. So it just really tidies up, right? Yeah, agreed. Just really kind of tidies up the lines. Thank you, Miriam. So hardly any blending. The last bag we did a lot of blending. No blending on this bag at all. It's pretty much straight color. The only special thing we did was we mixed a little bit of our batiks to create some custom colors. So for outlining like this, you know, in this method, you don't even need to have a steady hand because it's kind of like unsteady on purpose. All right. So let's show you. And you could certainly, once it dries, like you could make a little bit more 3D. And I probably will go back and make these bubbles a little bit more 3D and maybe some of the eyelashes or something. But I'll save that for when it dries. And now it looks like a pop art bag. So here's the bow that I picked out for it. Okay. And so let me just quickly show you how I would go about making my shabby chic bows. I will stick this off to the side and show you that. Get some of this down. All right, so let me stick this off to the side. This is going to need a lot more drying time. All right, so what I did with the ribbons, and you can still see some of my leftovers here. I'm using old cookie sheet like pans to make to lay my ribbons down on when they're ready. And I'm just letting them dry, kind of crumpled up in the pans. Hi, Terry. How are you? So what I did was I had 2 yards of silk that I ripped. I sat there one evening and I ripped up my silk into ribbons. Okay. And I'll do 2 of them. I'll let you guys tell me what colors you want me to do. We'll give you a couple of options. I'll do 2 of them because I have 1 pin here. Actually, and you can do, so I recommend when you're doing these, like do 3 or 4 ribbons at the same time, because it doesn't take any more effort to do more than 1 ribbon at once, but we'll do 2 different colors per batch. We'll do two different colors, and then we'll do about 3 or 4 ribbons per batch. So I ripped them into various sizes. You can see I have some that are very wide and some that are a little bit more narrow, but on average they're about 3/4 of an inch wide. So I ripped them. I sat there when it does create a lot of thread waste. See all these little threads, which I pulled out most of them. So you kind of need to just do it while you're watching TV or something one night. So I was thinking, since I already had, I did a blue already. I kind of like the idea of a lime green. So I'm thinking maybe a lime green and then our pure red. What do you guys think about that? What if we did lime green and a pure red? Let me know. Or if you want something different, I don't mind mixing up a new. I already did orange. I already did like teal, but I don't mind mixing up some different color schemes. Let's do lime green. I know for sure I want some lime green ribbon. And see, it doesn't even have to be, the lightning color really works very well. So let's take just this regular green and it's okay, like if I drip or if I get some variation in the colors, it's no big deal at all. It just kind of adds, I think it sort of adds to the shabby effect. So, but again, I'll do this whole thing on a YouTube. So in a few days from now, you can see the whole process from start to finish. All right, so let's stir this up. So there's kind of a lime green, maybe a little bit pistachio. Let's add a little bit more to it with a little bit more yellow. Maybe a little bit more yellow. And then I was actually thinking with the red, maybe to do more of like a burgundy color. I was trying to mix up a burgundy color, but I didn't get it quite right. Half the challenge is in knowing the colors to mix together. Let's give that a little bit more yellow. All right. And I should probably put on my other gloves here. Okay. So I don't know if I have enough. I probably don't. Let's get a little bit more, because I don't think I have quite enough. That's not the right one. I need the batik medium. This is the lightener. When it comes to the lightener, if you're trying to make a light color, you need more of the lightener than anything else. So what I'm recommending is to get the bigger size of the lightener. All right, let's see what that looks like. Okay. What do we think of that color? Should we go a little more yellow? Tone down some of the pistachio-ness of that. And the other thing we could do, if you don't want it quite as vibrant, you can add some other colors to it to tone down the vibrancy. Like this brown is immediately going to sort of soften the vibrancy of this green that I'm making and immediately make it a little more muddy. Okay. So I like that. Okay. You could do a little bit more if you wanted more country, kind of country green. I like that. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to stick the whole wad in there. And the next thing that I do is put it in a plastic bag so that I can mix it up really well. Okay, and the plastic bag is going to allow you to just kind of move it around a little bit and mix it up really well. So I'm glad we had some time left over because I was dying to show you guys this. So I'm really happy that we're able to do this as well. All right, so here's my new, this is my green color. Look how beautiful that is. So I'm just going to kind of take that and spread it out a little bit on my, could you put some parchment paper down or some aluminum foil or something down, because it might pick up some of this orange that's on there, which is no big deal. That's not going to bother me one bit. And then you're going to heat set it for like 5 minutes, or you could even plop this whole thing in the oven like Jill suggested. Let's do red now. I'm using pure red here. I need quite a bit in order to soak up this ribbon that I have. And I'm going to take just a hint of brown. And maybe try to darken this red just a little bit. Let me just do one little drop of blue. And a little bit more brown. So when you're adding darker colors, just do a few drops at a time, because it's much easier to do a few drops at a time than it is to go backwards and try to add your lighter colors to it. So there's a pretty red. Let's take that. Let's do the same thing. I don't have another, and I still have green on my gloves. So ideally you'd have a new pair of gloves, etc. but I don't mind. Like, I kind of like the shabby effect. I don't have another bag handy, so I'm just going to mix this one with my hands. So I want to pull this out and show you this beautiful red ribbon that we have now. Okay, so we've just made 2 different colors of hand dyed silk ribbons that we can use for journaling, etc. Once we heat set this, then we can wash it. I will tell you the color after, like, this color is so strong and so concentrated. After you, oh, look, it's Christmas colors. Look at that. How interesting. After you wash it, when you wash it, it doesn't bleed. Like, it doesn't, I thought for sure that it would like bleed onto each other in the washing machine. It did not at all. So you guys, that's my demo for today. I'm right just over an hour. So you got the bonus ribbon making with the pop art color bag. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending the hour with me. And I'm live again tonight over on my own Facebook page. So make sure you follow me there at Teresa Rene Art. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. All right. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.